Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League Spike Magazine Trophy game number 2 this evening. We saw a very, very bashy, bloody, gruesome game just a few minutes ago, and tonight we're going to have some fast, nimble, agile, fragile teams. It's going to be Rodentia versus Elfitus Australis, Spire versus Eric, Skaven versus Wood Elves. Eric, a newcomer to the league with the first Wood Elf team since the league moved over to Blood Bowl 3. I'm excited for this game. Let's take a look at the standings before we talk about these two teams. In Division A, with the first Division A game in the books earlier tonight, Street Fighters Turbo Max, Ian's team, a Chaos Renegade team, in first place in Division A after a very exciting, very hard-fought game by both coaches. We're in Division B tonight now, and currently tied for first place. The first Division B game was last night. That was between newcomer BB Nut Harlequins BBFC and the return of Venger Mr. Yuck. That was an Undead versus Nurgle matchup. Very fun match to watch. That ended in a draw. If there's a winner tonight, those teams will drop to second place, but it's just week 1. We have so many more weeks to play. 8 weeks in regulation in this competition before the cut to top 4. And you know what? We're not even done there, because after the Spike Magazine Trophy, we'll have the Dungeon Bowl. Lots and lots of Blood Bowl to go this season. This matchup is going to be really fun, though. There we go. It's going to be really fun. Two fast, agile teams up tonight. Rodentia, coached by Spire, coming in a TV of 1,150,000 gold, has a full 11-player roster, has 2 blitzers in Muskrat and Vol, has 1 Rat Ogre, the big guy, has a thrower, has 3 of the 4 gutter runners. Everybody else is a Skaven lineman. Naked Mole Rat is injured with a severe head injury. That's going to bring their AV from the brittle 8+ down to a paper mache 7+. And of course he has not of course, but another injury to watch out for is number 11 here. Gerbil has a head injury. Is that a injury? That's a serious injury. Has a serious injury that's going to add a +1 to the CAS. It should Gerbil have to make a casualty roll. Skaven teams, very, very fast. You can see the gutter runners, fastest piece in the game with an MA of 9. Not very strong, pretty weak. But AG 2+, and look at all these skills. He's got a Blodge and Flying Squirrel. The gutter runners come with the dodge skill. We'll talk about these skills in just a minute. 4 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls, 1 oppo. He's going to be up against newcomer Eric tonight. Eric bringing a Wood Elf team in Elfitus Australis, an 11-player roster, coming in a TV of 1 million gold. The return of War Dancers. I'm very happy to see this team. 2 War Dancers, a catcher, and the rest are linemen. This 1 dedicated fan, 2 rerolls. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Ooh, that might be tough. We'll talk about that in a minute too. Man, War Dancers are so good. I mean, just look at this. MA8. They have the strength 3. They're not strength 2. They're strength 3. MA8. They have block. They have dodge. They have leap. Very, very good pieces. They're also very, very expensive pieces. Look at these linemen. These aren't your average linemen. Look, they're very fast. They have excellent agility. They can even pass the ball. The problem is every single one of these people is expensive. How are the two teams going to play tonight? Well, I think this is going to come down to Spire needing to leverage his speed and their speed and their skills against this elf team that is straight 2+ across the board. They don't have a lot of skills. Those War Dancers are level 1, already fantastic. I think it's really going to come down to speed and skills versus this Edge and these War Dancers. This Skaven team, both these teams, I think are really, really good. The Wood Elf team, pretty significant with not being able to do the Blitz Leap Cage Break anymore, but very solid roster. I mean, you can't look at those stats and say they're bad. The Rat Ogre with Frenzy, Mighty Blow. He's picked up guard on that player as well. The Blitzer has Mighty Blow and Tackle. And of course, Flying Squirrel has the Blodge skill. He does have a throw, which is an important distinction between these two teams. He's got MA7 and MA9. He has the speed advantage. He has the thrower that gives him a viable passing game. You can see A lot of these players, these gutter runners have a 2+, the rest are 3+, other than the Rat Ogre, of course. The gutter runners are viable receivers. He's got pass that ball. He's got mighty blow on a couple of people. He's got block on a few people. He has a player that has block. He's got the skills. He's got the speed. If he can leverage that speed, he'll come out on top. That means using the passing game if at all necessary. You don't want to. It's going to be a passing play. Passing play is still risky in American football, of course, but not like Blood Bowl. So he's still going to rein that in and only pass if absolutely necessary. But really the key is that it's a viable option for him, which means the defense is going to have more things to cover. They can't group up. They can't get their assists as effectively as when they're defending against a running team. They're going to have to spread out. They're going to have to cover potential receivers. They're going to have to be very, very careful, especially in the quick to short range. You don't want a pass to a gutter runner at short range, and then the gutter runner moves MA9 on top of that. You'll never catch him. So Eric's going to have to be very, very careful of that. What Spire's going to have to watch out for, though, is AG2+ on every single one of these players. AG2+, absolutely fantastic. Big change between the LRB6 and BB 2020 is the addition of the passing stat. It used to be that these elves could pass with this AG as well, which made them an absolute nightmare to deal with. They no longer can do that. Eric did not pick up a thrower, which means the passing game is a block off. Block, they have dot. Oh, is it not working anymore? Sorry, it might be me just pulling my foot off the pedal. I apologize. My apologize? My apologies. War Dancers, the absolute star of the show. They are going to make or break the game for Elfitus Australis tonight. Blodgers, Strength 3, MA8, very, very good. Leap, don't sleep on Leap even after the nerf. Leap is a pretty good skill as well. It'll allow these War Dancers to kind of get somewhere where they need to be. But really, if a War Dancer gets knocked down, don't be surprised if Spire goes in for the foul to try to remove that War Dancer from the bitch. Once those War Dancers are removed, this team becomes much, much weaker. One more thing to talk about strategically here before we get into this game is the dedicated fans of one. Went in on the War Dancers, picked up a catcher, but this dedicated fan of one means he needs to start winning because this is how you get your money in the new version of the rules. And these players are so expensive. It can be very easy to get into a downward spiral with an expensive team like this. The flip side is if he has 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 journeymen, he might not care so much. But he really needs to watch out for his expenses and try to earn that money, or else he'll be in danger going forward. Just 2 rerolls. Expect Spire to try to force Elfitus Australis to try to burn through those rerolls, and 150k in petty cash. You know what that means. You know what that means. Buy a wizard. Buy a wizard. Buy a wizard. We'll see when he picks up in the inducement phase here. All right, we'll see if these coaches are ready to go. All right, I see the coaches in Discord. We'll see if they're ready to go in just a second here. 150k is just enough to buy a wizard. He might not do that. I'd love to see a week 1 wizard. Always a fan of the week 1 wizard. All right, still waiting for this game to get underway. There it is. All right, the inducement phase. I'm very pleased that that Cyanide added this to spectator mode, so we can actually see which inducements Elfitus Australis is picking up. They picked up an extra reroll and a keg, it looked like. SP Beaver said, I mean, you can probably pull off a wizard with the new team. I hope I can pull off a Griff with the new team. That's really the goal. If I'm being honest, that's really kind of why I played Undead first. I mean, if it went well, I would have stuck with Undead, but I want Griff. All right, off-kilter offense. Off-kilter defense here for Elfitus Australis here. 3-man defensive line shifted to the right here, and then really no secondary on this team. 5-man offensive line, 6-man offensive line here for Rodentia. They're going to block down these elves. Any elves that are marked, dodging is a totally viable option for these elves with this 2+. So you might see dodges. If he can get the 2-die block off first, he will do that instead because the odds are better. Otherwise, he won't be afraid of making those 2+ dodges. Both these teams pretty brittle, but the Wood Elf team more brittle than this Skaven team, and that's because the Wood Elf team, everybody is AV8+ on that team, whereas the Skaven team has some more resilient players than the big guy and these blitzers with 9+. You can bet Mighty Blow will be put to work by Spire. I love this pitch. I love all these pitches, man. I just love this game. We're going to free attempt to pick this ball up. I wish all the pitches had yard markings, though. All right, good pick up there on the high kick. Ball kick to the 14, and now 2-die Frenzy Mighty Blow block to get things started. Does not break armor on Constance the Dagger, the number 9 lineman, right defensive tackle. Another knockdown on the line. No armor break and a push on this left defensive tackle. That'll be all 3 blocks. Blitz still on the table. Number 7 Gutter Runner is going to move laterally to the right side of the pitch. Going to take a mark on Gondras Old Branch, the number 5 lineman, to get the 2-die blitz here. Got the pal, looking for an 8+. Doesn't get it. The Wood Elf armor returns. The superior Wood Elf armor. 30 seconds left on the clock here for Rodentia. Ball advanced to the 4-yard line. Spire getting some protection on the ball carrier. Has a protective pocket there, and now is going to threaten a pass with Capybara, the number 6 Gutter Runner, way down pitch. Remember, the ball's in the hands of this thrower. Thrower has a pass of 2+. Turn 1 back to Elfitus Australis now. Picked up the extra reroll in the inducement phase, giving him 3 rerolls. Also has a keg for those almost certain KOs that'll make the KO rolls a 3+ instead of a 4+. Takes a mark on Capybara with the number 6 lineman. Those 2 war dancers, the middle linebackers on this defense. Stars of the show. Also very expensive pieces coming in at 125,000 gold. Do the colors change the backgrounds? Let's see. They do. Oh, wow. Give that graphic designer or whoever made that decision, give him a raise. Well done. I guess it's probably the same color value. It's whatever the main color value is. But still, well done. Old Branch, number 5 lineman. Takes a step back. On his own 10-yard line. Here's the blitz with the War Dancer. Gets the pal, Naked Mole Rat. This is the injured naked mole rat. A 7+ will break armor. Can he remove this gutter runner? Cannot. Moves the war dancer back to safety. Went after that injured gutter runner. I think that was absolutely the right call. Just to get the armor break there. That was a 3+ dodge instead of a 2+ dodge because Chinchilla has a prehensile tail. Turn 2, back to Rodentia now. Ball on Rodentia's own 4-yard line. Stands that injured gutter runner back up and takes a mark on Old Branch over in the right wide zone. 2-die frenzy blitz on Old Branch. Gets a push, trying to surf here. Frenzy follow-up, he's got it. Well done. One-man player advantage now for Rodentia. Good use of frenzy. You have to be very... Tried to rush with the Rat Ogre. Failed the rush! Spent the reroll, failed the loader roll, and now the Rat Ogre has been KO'd. Wow! Oh boy. Oh. Gotta be careful. No, that was a lineman. Gotta be careful with Frenzy. These two spaces. So both these spaces here, or both these columns, I should say, these are all dangerous when there's a Frenzy player. You could be surfed in any of these spaces. 2-die block on number 6. Got the pal here. Can he break armor? Cannot break armor. Pulled in blind man, number 3 catcher for the assist. Let's take a look at that the Frenzy blitz that we were just talking about. Yeah. One space off the sideline, you might think you're safe, but no, because a Frenzy follow-up can push you right off. Two-die blitz on number 7. Double pals here. Again, looking for a 7+. Breaks armor this time. Gets a stun out of it. Might reposition the warp dancer back again, or might try to cover the sideline. Says, nope, gonna keep the war dancer safe. Today Friday? Oh, today is Friday. Man, it's been a week. I have a meeting tomorrow. Turn 3 for Rodentia. They move the number 8 lineman, Marmot, into position to mark that number 8 Wood Elf lineman over in the right wide zone. They're going to advance the ball across the line of scrimmage to the opposing 2-yard line. Throwing naked mole rat out there to take marks. He might just want to use him as kind of like a fast lineman and then hope he dies. That's probably his plan for that player. Mighty Blow Blitz coming up. 2-die Mighty Blow Blitz. He'll get the knockdown. He'll get a +1 to the armor or the injury roll, whichever he needs it for. This is effectively an AV 7+. Armor break roll. Got a stun out of it. So didn't need it on the armor roll, so would have got the +1 on the injury roll. Still has a point of movement left with Vol Blitzer. Vol also has the tackle skill. That means that these elves with dodge, the catcher and the two war dancers, will not get their dodge ability if marked by the blitzer. It moves the number 5 gutter runner up behind that blitzer and says, nope, I'm going to move behind the ball carrier instead. Keeping full 360 protection around the ball carrier, and now Elfitus Australis in the right wide zone. We'll see if they try to collapse this defense. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to try to do. Offense committing to the right wide zone. They are very fast, though, so if given a chance, they can retreat a little bit and then move laterally to the left. But once an opponent commits to these wide zones, they start to lose movement options. And when you lose movement options, right, if you can't move this way, then you don't have to defend this way. So players that you might have had to spread out, you can now start to double up, and you can start to set up columns, you know, a column like this, and like this, and like this, something like this. And now you've got a really strong defense that somebody can't run through. Or you can try to start encircling the offense and stopping the run this way, even stopping the pass this way. Because there's just nowhere for a player to get to. Good blitz, not overextending here. I think that's a good play here by Eric. And now turn 4 back to Rodentia. Does have a few players marked. Gonna go for the blitz on Vol, it looks like. I'm sorry, not on Vol, on Constance by Vol. We get a knockdown. Still doesn't get anything out of Mighty Blow. See if he can, see if he tries to negate number 4. Nope. Instead, he'll bring in number 5 for the assist. Gets the 2-die block on the War Dancer, gets the PAL here. 8+ is not a lot. Broke armor, got a good stun there. Any stun on a War Dancer is a good stun. It's one less turn you have to worry about them, and they're going to lose 3 MA to the stand-up. Yeah, I mean, I would probably foul if I could get a guy there, but there's no safe way to get a guy there. And I certainly wouldn't foul with a gutter runner. Moves Capybara. Good 2+ dodge. Elfitus Australis will simply remark that gutter runner with Heinermara, the Sea of Malices, number 6 Wood Elf lineman. Man, that's like a Final Fantasy location or a Final Fantasy boss. That's a weapon in Final Fantasy VII. Stands up Constance, gets off the sideline. Doesn't have to worry about that Rat Ogre anymore, so he doesn't have to worry about the Frenzy. I actually felt my heart rate shoot up a little bit as I saw that rat scurry in the background. You see that? I was like, oh no! Do I have vermin in my screen? Blind Man, the number 3 catcher, shifts over to the right as well. So looking to strengthen this defense and try to stop this offense in its tracks. Good 2+ dodge by Constance. Takes a mark with the number 10 lineman against the number 1 blitzer. Going for the blitz, no doubt. Indeed he is. He's going to get the knockdown here. He's not going to follow up. Gets a K out of it. Good removal. That's 2 now. One-man player advantage for Elfitus. Elfitus? I'm gonna go with Elfitus. Elfitus Australis. Fail the 2+ dodge. You dodge enough with these Wood Elves, you're gonna fail the dodge, and you really have to understand whether you want to spend that reroll or not. Decides he's gonna use the reroll. Where did he end up? Where did he end up? Where on Earth? Where on Earth is this guy? Sorry, he's not on Earth. Where in the old world is this guy? I don't know where he ended up. This is unfortunate. I wonder if Rodentia sees this too and doesn't know where he is. 2-die blitz. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. There he is. He's right here. Good KO here on the blitz. Wait, is he not there? Oh, man. Oh, there he is. I see it. I see it's right here. He's back in the line of scrimmage. It was just colored white, that's all. He's at center pitch. It's a removal on the blitz. Bring this down to 9v9 on the pitch now. If you don't have the circles, does it not show? Oh, it doesn't. Fouls. Fouls that War Dancer. I think that was a good call. Got a stun out of it. Did not get called off the pitch. Took the foul with this injured lineman. I think that's a great call. Dodges away Capybara. And now back to Elfitus Australis. Turn 5. It's probably a regression. Because I don't remember this being here. I don't remember this bug from like a year ago or even months ago. It's probably a regression. Good 2+ dodge by number 4. Resets that bug, takes a mark on Vol, the Mighty Blow Blitzer. Bakari76 says, guessing it's too late to join this season. It is, but it's too late to join the Spike Magazine Trophy, unfortunately. But after the Spike Magazine Trophy, we'll have the Dungeon Bowl. And that'll be an open competition, so you can join us then. If you want to be reminded, you can hang out in our Discord with us, and I will personally make a note of it. And when the bowl begins, I'll send you a message reminding you. You bet. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for wanting to participate. We always like sharing this game with folks and playing with folks, seeing their play styles, and it's just such a rad game. Another removal here. One-man player advantage for Elfitus Australis. Oh, cool. All right, I'll make a note then. Cool, I see you. Yeah. I think SP Beaver's probably right. It's probably 3 or 4 months. So we're gonna have, it's 8. We're probably gonna have 10 weeks of the Spike Magazine Trophy. There's at least 8 weeks. There'll be 8 weeks. This is week 1. And then we have the top 4. So we'll have the semifinals and the final. Those usually take a week or 2. And then we take a week or 2 off before the next competition. So probably 3 or 4 months. Minute 19 seconds left in turn 6 for Rodentia here. This rat slip trap, like a rat trap. Yeah, once he committed to this wide zone, Eric did a pretty good job here. He saw the opportunity to try to encircle this offense and stop it where it is, and has done a great job of it so far. That's the danger of committing to the wide zones. That's why you'll see bashy. Well, you'll see all teams do this, but in particular, teams like orcs or dwarves, right? Dwarves are really slow. And they like to stay grouped up, so boy, they really don't want to commit to the wide zones unless they absolutely have to. They try to fight for center pitch. Yeah, and Vicari, I mean, you know, lots of coaches would be down to play friendly matches too, like immediately. You know, just feel free to hit anyone up in Discord and be like, hey, anybody want to play a game or something? I'm sure folks be willing to oblige if they're available. Spent a reroll here on the failed blitz. Down to one reroll for Rodentia. Got a push out of it. Spent the final reroll on the failed 2+ catch. Got the ball in the hands of Flying Squirrel. There's the TD. Well done. Spent the final reroll to go for the score here in turn 6. There it was. Skaven gutter runners so fast. There's 13 spaces from the line of scrimmage to the end zone. With 2 standard rushes, that means that a gutter runner that's on the 4-yard line can score. It is madness. They're very, very good. 10v8 on the pitch, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 10v8 on the pitch. 2-man player advantage for Elfitus Australis. They'll have 3 turns to score. That is plenty for this team. Fair enough. Fair enough. You do have to be careful if you're going to encircle them. When you have these edge teams with a lot of speed, you can't give up. You know, maybe against an orc, you're fine leaving a tackle zone. You don't want to leave a tackle zone against a gutter runner. That's where you start to see defenses where you set up in columns so that you can maximize the amount of dodges they have to make. And increase them from 2s to 3s because, as you saw there, they can do it. They can do it easily. Shallow kick here by Rodentia. The ball is going to be kicked into the hands of the number 4 War Dancer. I don't think Rodentia really wants that. War Dancer is the fastest piece on this team and the most resilient. Yeah, Vicari 76 says Woody's with 2 rerolls should be able to score back. Plenty of time. Good stun on the line against Hamster, the number 10 lineman. Rush blitz to a pow on Vol. Looking to remove this nuisance player from the pitch. Needs a 9+ though. Doesn't get it. I imagine we'll see this War Dancer take a 2+ dodge. Down the left wide zone here. Get with his buddies. Might be thinking about whether to make this a 2-die on Gerbil or not. Looks like he is. He's going to bring in the assist with number 3 to get the 2-die on Shrew, but it's double skulls. He'll have to re-roll this. Oh, no. Got a good trade out of that, but in a bad spot. Didn't want that to be a turnover. Down to 1 re-roll for the hat. That is not the replay. Yeah, look at that. You remember that, TD. We'll see if Rodentia extends to go after the ball carrier or not. I suspect they won't. I think they're going to try to shore up this area here. Looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Otherwise, the ball carrier was going to end up somewhere around there. He is going to take a mark on the War Dancer here. Might try to go for the blitz. He is going to go for the blitz. Rush blitz. Gets a push out of this. Doesn't have a reroll. Remember, the War Dancer with block and dodge means only a POW will knock the War Dancer down. Turn 7 for Elfitus Australis. 2 turns left to get on the board here. Have to end this turn in scoring position. They might be there already. Indeed they are. Going after Naked Mole Rat. They take a mark. Two-die block on Gerbil coming up. Might stand up Constance first. Unless he wants to move Constance down pitch. No, instead he's going to take a mark on number 5, Constance. Two-die block here. He'll get the knockdown, but he still has this number 6 lineman prone. He's got the easy movement with the War Dancer now. It'll be a 2+ dodge. Stands up that lineman. Might take it as a blitz instead. We'll see. Make that a 2+ with the War Dancer and maybe blitz somewhere else. Or not 2-die, 2+ dodge, I mean. Hands off to Old Branch. Fails the reroll. Has to spend it. Oh, no! Nuffle says, no, thank you. Had to spend it there. Was going to try to score on the handoff, but rolled snake eyes. That was a 2+ handoff. Spent the reroll as you should. Failed the second roll. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Would have been a rush to score. Turn 8. Rodentia needs to get some rats on this ball. Doesn't need to pick the ball up. It needs to make it very, very difficult for the Wood Elves to recover this ball because they can still score. Down to 46 seconds left on the clock here in turn 8. Spire being very considered with what he wants to do. He's in the lead right now. Will be on defense to start the second half of the game. Trying not to give up a TD here. Looks like he's going to go for a pass. 4+ pickup works out. Declared a pass. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Plus dodge. It's a long pass to number 5. Might not be passing to number 5. Might just want to get this. Might just be punting. Just so long as it gets out here. All right, wildly inaccurate pass. Where's the 8? I don't know where the 8 is. Oh no! The wildly inaccurate pass puts the ball in the hands of Constance. Another shot for Elfitus, Australis, but no reroll this time. They're going to get the knockdown on Nick and Mulrat. Can they remove him from the pitch? Get the push. That's fine. Going to take the blitz. Gets a push here. That's fine too. That's going to free up number 8 to hand off to number 1. He's going to try this again. SPB with the emergency rest warning. Handoff will do it. He's got it. 1-1 is the score. Well done by Elfitus Australis to tie the game. Very well played. One KO coming back for Rodentia. 1 for Elfitus Australis as well. Got the 2+ handoff, was able to clear off both players to waltz this ball into the end zone. SB Beaver says, wait, was that not a rush? They have too much MA. That's only MA 8 too. Only, quote unquote. Here's the kick by Rodentia. Quick snap. Rolls a 2 on the D3. Yeah, Rodentia in rough shape here. They're on defense, tie ball game, and they're out their big guy plus a blitzer and a third player here. So they're going to be down by 3. Ball kick to the 14 here on the quick snap. And bounces to the 16. Turn 9 underway. The question now for Eric is when to score. Has the player advantage, so what we might see by this Wood Elf team is he picks up the ball, runs this way, tries to engage the team around here somewhere. This will be the stall tactic so that he can run down pitch and try to score. The problem is these gutter runners. The gutter runners have the speed advantage. So if the gutter runners stay in the secondary, they can be a real threat. Two-die block against the center defensive tackle. Will be a push. Pupo says, need more death. Life says, man, only 1 KO coming back for the Rats? Yeah, that is rough. That is very rough. Especially not getting that Rat Ogre back. That Rat Ogre, very good piece. Mighty Blow with Frenzy. I mean, that's your kill player. Two-plus pickup works out. Ball in the hands of the number 6 lineman. Hands off to the War Dancer. No SPP on handoffs. wanted to get it in the hands of the War Dancer. War Dancer MA8, fastest player on the team, and a blodger. Very, very good piece. And remember, they have leap. So even if you line up a bunch of players in front of him, he might just leap right behind you and then take off. Loose cage around the ball carrier. Ball on the 4-yard line on Elfitus, Australis' own 4-yard line in the left wide zone. 2-die block. Can be a both standard result, but it's going to be a push instead. So frees up that Mighty Blow blitzer. Yeah, keeping a gutter runner. 2 gutter runners, in fact, as safeties. Making Mole Rat and Capybara. Mighty Blow blitz. We get the knockdown here thanks to the block skill. Broke armor, but the catcher's going to stay on the pitch. I'm telling you, man, what elf armor. Best armor in the old world. The craftsmanship. All right, not overextending. Neither of these coaches overextending. This is a good sign here. They know how to play their edge teams, not get overly aggressive and give up blocks when you're really fragile. You don't want to give up those blocks because you'll find yourself losing pieces very quickly. 2-die block on Vol. The blitzer will be a push. Two-die block against Hamster will be a push as well. Hamster back near the line of scrimmage. All things being equal, you'll see both these teams, if they get a push result on the block, they will not follow up. Otherwise, they will. Again, they don't want to give up the blocks to their opponent. Takes a mark on Bieber, suggesting he's going to blitz number 4 thrower. Indeed, he will blitz the thrower. Only got a push out of it, though. Imagine he won't. Yeah, imagine he won't follow up here. Still has movement left with the lineman. And we'll move back across the line of scrimmage. 36 seconds left, 37 seconds left on the clock, but that'll be the end. Turn 10 back to Rodentia. 2-die block on number 4. Gets a POW here. Remember, all these Wood Elves have an AV of 8+. It's not great. There's a huge, yeah. Good removal. There's a huge difference between AV8 and AV9. If you're new to Blood Bowl or new to board games in general, you might say to yourself, it's only one number. But, you know, we think of numbers, we think of natural numbers as linear, but we're talking about rolling 2 dice, right? We're not talking about rolling a single die. So there are, you know, if you think about rolling a 6, how many ways are a 12? How many ways are there to roll a 12? Good foul attempt on this catcher here, trying to remove this catcher. Didn't work, or not a good foul, but I think it was a sound attempt and did not get removed. There's only one way to roll a 12, but now you think about how many ways there are to roll a 7, right? There's 6 ways to do that. That's a big difference. And when you're talking about 7 or more, or 8 or more, now you can start to see just how drastic the odds change between 2 different values. Turn 11 for Elfitus Australis. Tie ball game. They have the ball on their own 4-yard line. They did not fall back. Instead, trying to go toe-to-toe with this Skaven team. They do have the player advantage. It's a 2-player advantage for Elfitus Australis. Signor's Loop says D6 shenanigans. I call shenanigans on probability. Good armor break here in the left wide zone. Got a KO. Back up to a 3-man player advantage for Elfitus Australis. Well done. Reposition. Might be thinking about a half cage. Might just try and set up a wall of protection for the ball carrier. Yeah, half cage would be real restricting here because then these gutters could get in front. He's going to carve out some of the pitch here for himself. Well done. My probability finals in 20 minutes, and I didn't study! So remember how we talked about columns? We were talking about them this way? This is what he's done this way. Could have spread this out even further had he the MA to do it, which he did not. Because if you spread them out further, you're still exerting these tackle zones here, and it just gives you more space. But again, he did not have the MA to do that, so he's trying to avoid the blitz on the ball carrier. Sets the ball carrier sets the ball carrier up on the line of scrimmage here. Doesn't have to worry about a frenzy coming from anyone, but really not terribly worried about a blitz. The blitz could come in this way, and I don't think he's afraid of that. 2+ dodge by the catcher back towards center pitch is fine. Should risk the dodges in here. Turn 11 back to Rodentia. So now the problem for the Skaven team is all this speed on the War Dancer. They have to cover the sideline, they have to cover the left wide zone, but they still have to cover center pitch. The good news is that their defense is still grouped up, so they can do this easily. They're going to go for a blitz on the catcher. It's going to be a dodge push. If you get a defender stumbles result... Oh, no, it's not. He has tackle. Well done. Smart play. If you get a defender stumbles result and the blocked player has the dodge skill, you treat it like... the blocked player treats it like a push instead, unless tackle's in play. Tackle negates dodge. So that was still a knockdown. This is how he's trying to cover against the pass. Going in for the foul on the catcher. Ooh, no, this is scary. Wasn't able to take the catcher out. Did not get called off the pitch, but who's going to cover the ball carrier now? 3+ dodge by number 8. No one. Giving up the TD, it looks like. I don't think Elfitus Australis is gonna score this turn. Yeah, they're gonna try to stall this out. That's right, a 1 in 6 chance. That's 900%. So now Elfitus Australis spreading these players out to make it as many dodges as possible to get at the ball carrier. And if it gets a little too risky, he'll just dance the War Dancer into the end zone. He'll blitz number 8. Number 2 probably going to take the blitz here. Going to get some work on this War Dancer. Once it gets some SPP on these War Dancers, really wants to get SPP on everyone. Gets push out of this. Might be thinking about spending the reroll here. It's turn 12. And he's all but guaranteed to score. Decides not to. Holds on to the reroll. And then moves that War Dancer back into safety. Turn 12 now for Rodentia. Final turn of the third quarter. Goes for the foul right out of the gate, but gets called off the pitch. He's going to argue the call. The ref's having none of it. And that's a turnover. Got a stun out of that, but that's just another turn gone. Went for the foul right in front of the ref. Then had the audacity to argue the call. The ref said, come on, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. I'm right here. Sure, I'm not facing the right way, but I saw it. Yeah, this War Dancer is going to continue to blitz and back away, blitz and back away so long as he can. Turn 13 now for Rodentia. It looks like Rodentia is resigned here to just picking up some SPP and trying to make the team better for week 2. Gets a stun on number 11. Fouls again. Gets called off again. Tries to argue it once more. Doesn't work out. Yeah, I think Spire's gonna have some fans with the dedication to murdering elves. But I mean, you can't look at this guy. Look at that. He is so confident that he's not gonna get removed from this pitch. He doesn't even wear a helmet. Did you give the ref? I turned on the glasses mode. I did. Turn 14 for Rodentia. They're down to 4 players on the pitch, 5 players on the pitch, 4 players on the pitch, 5 players on the pitch. Oh, 2-9 blitz. Gonna use the reroll here. Why not? Oh, quad pushes. Boy. Might call it a turn here. Yeah, turn 15 for Elfitus Australis. Probably going after Vol. Indeed he is. 2-die block. Ooh, both standing result. Might re-roll this. Yeah. Yeah, got the PAL there. Not so much re-rolling for the PAL, but just to not stay based with the War Dancer. Or not have the War Dancer based with the Blitzer. Yep, moves the War Dancer back to safety. That'll be the turn. Turn 15 back to Rodentia. Uphill gutter blitz. No, don't do that. You'll lose a piece. No. Although there are times where you really have to consider league play. Like, when am I playing my strategy? Oh, he is gonna go for it. KO is a safe gutter runner. That's fine. He went for it. So kudos to him. But you do have to think about, when is it important for my team to stay safe, or when is it important for me to go for SPP versus when is it important for me to win? And that can be a calculus that's difficult to do. It's turn 16 for Elfitus Australis. Oh man, Skulls. They got the PAL. Playing the odds. Got scary there for a minute. We'll see if does he have any blocks to take? No, now he'll score. Oh, showboats into the end zone. Elfitus Australis takes the lead 2-1. One turn left. Yeah, look at all those KOs returning. One turn left unless there's a timeout. If there is a timeout, then Rodentia has a very real shot at tying this ball game. SP Beaver says, just like that, wood elves are most hated again. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've very clearly been nerfed, but I still think they're a good team. 3 on the line. You'll very rarely, if ever, see an Elven team put more than 3 players on the line. Not a Wood Elf team in particular. 5 on the line for Rodentia. A gutter back. He'll have a gutter on the line as well, or at least near the line. That's currently number 5, the Blodger, Flying Squirrel. Throwers back to receive. No kicker for this fresh Wood Elf team. Boot Polish says, it was weird not hitting nails for so long. Six on the line for Rodentia. Here's the kick. Not a timeout. So Rodentia's not going to be able to score unless they have some weird one turn. But I don't see that how that happens with this defensive formation. For a one turn to happen, he'd need to get 2 pushes on Flying Squirrel. Going for the ball pickup. Good pickup. All right, he might have a plan here. He does have Frenzy. But I don't know how he gets the push here. Let's see what he's going to plan. Let's see what he's going to do. He's setting up. So he's going to come in this way. He'd get 1 push out of that. Need to do the 6+ dodge. Oh, man, I'm really interested to see how that would have worked out. Good effort, good attempt, but this game is going to be over 2-1. Eric's first game in this, in the league, is going to be a victory. Congratulations to Eric. And Eric's Elfitus Australis is going to take the lead in Division B with a win this week. Knocking Mr. Yuck and the Harlequins BBFC down to 2nd place. Lots of games left in this competition, and lots of games left this week as well. Coming up next, we have a game tomorrow night. That'll be Saturday, March 30th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Oh, I have to blow my nose. Or not blow my nose, I have to sneeze. Right then. Tomorrow, Saturday, March 30th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, it's UTC -4. That'll be Nuffle to See Here versus the Bone Breakers. Clypheus versus another newcomer, Gale She Won. That's Nuffle to See Here is Chaos Chosen versus Undead. That'll be this Saturday. And then Sunday, we have an... oh, it's not a doubleheader. Oh. That's all right, though. Sunday, March 31st at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we have, oh boy, Subductus Super Silicarpters versus the White Skull Windbreakers, Berserker Tempest versus Doug the Minotaur, Skaven versus Orcs. That'll be this Sunday as well. One more game left to be scheduled. It looks like it's probably going to be scheduled for Monday, which means it'll probably be a live game. Depending on when it gets scheduled. I have my game on Monday as well. But when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB, here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Blackworks? Bone Breakers? Oh yeah, the Bone Breakers are Blackworks. You're absolutely right. That'll be Chaos Chosen versus Blackworks tomorrow. And that'll be the first Black Orc team, I think, in the league since Blood Bowl 3. Well, obviously since Blood Bowl 3 started. I think they're the first Black Orc team. But man, play this game. Play Blood Bowl. How could you watch these 2 games tonight and not want to play this game? You can murder giant rats. You can murder elves. It's such a fun game. Oh, Mr. Buzz here. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it very much. It's just so much fun. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox. Crossplay is coming soon. and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Check it out. I absolutely love this game. I hope you do too. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. And until tomorrow night, March 30th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Friday evening.